Mr. Governor, welcome to Republic Bangla. For the first time, Republic Network is here to interview you, and most importantly, in the backdrop of Raj Bhavan, the Jan Raj Bhavan. What do you want to say about this Raj Bhavan? এই মানুষের Raj Bhavan করে দিয়েছেন, এই গোটা বাড়িটা এখন মানুষের বাড়ি. What do you want to say?
Jan Raj Bhavan symbolizes something transformational in it. Raj Bhavan represents the Raj. Jan Raj Bhavan represents the people. Raj Bhavan is legitimately to be called Jan Raj Bhavan because who gave the authority to the governor to occupy the Raj Bhavan?
People.
Well, the Constitution of India. Who made the Constitution? The Constitution of India was made by we, the people of India. Give it to ourselves, this Constitution. Therefore, if anybody is made the dispenser of India's destiny as the governor, Bharat Bhagya Vidhata, it is because we, the people, permitted him. Therefore, in spirit and letter, this institution belongs to the people. Therefore, anybody who occupies this institution, his first duty is to the people, his second duty is to the people, his third duty is to the people.
You just said that you are going to learn Bangla here, and most importantly, every single Bangla word every single day. আপনি বলেছিলেন এখানে হাতিখড়ির পরে প্রতিদিন একটা করে বাংলা শব্দ আপনি শিখবেন. How many Bengali words have you learned so far? কতগুলো বাংলা শব্দ আপনি এতদিনে শিখলেন?
I wish I could tell you আমি বাংলা শিখেছি, আমি বাংলা শিখব. And my first speech in Bengali will be there on the New Year Day on 15th of April. I would like to speak to my Bengali brothers and sisters in Bengali.
That's a wonderful thing. দারুণ বিষয়. মিস্টার গভর্নর, একটা বিষয় নিয়ে এখন গোটা বাংলা খুব চিন্তিত, তা হলো হাওড়ার বিষয়. এই বিষয়ে আপনার প্রথম প্রতিক্রিয়াটা এই মুহূর্তে রিপাবলিক বাংলায় আমরা দেখাচ্ছি এবং এই মুহূর্তে সাক্ষাৎকারটা আপনার থেকে নিচ্ছি. মিস্টার গভর্নর, Howrah is becoming the center point of Bengal politics, and a lot of developments are there. We have shown what you are writing here, the very strong words you have written. But what is your first reaction on camera, sir?
You are referring to strong words. Strong words are followed by strong action. The life and property of the ordinary citizen is to be protected. There will be zero tolerance on miscreants taking the law in their hands. Government will act in a concerted manner, effective manner, proactive manner to ensure that those who thought they can take liberties with the law will soon realize that they are in a fool's paradise. Strong action will be taken. Under no circumstances will anyone be allowed to take the law in their hands. They will be brought to book. We will see that the rule of law is established. Life and property of the citizens will be protected.
You are the custodian of this state. You are the custodian of the state government, and most importantly, the chief secretary, the home secretary are bound to report to you. আপনি এই গোটা পশ্চিমবঙ্গের অভিভাবক, এবং অভিভাবক হিসাবে এর আগেও আমরা দেখেছি আগের রাজ্যপাল যেরকম ভাবে কাজ করেছেন, এক্ষেত্রেও দাঁড়িয়ে আপনাকে মুখ্য সচিব, স্বরাষ্ট্র সচিব প্রত্যেকে রিপোর্ট করে. What do you want to say about the entire incident that is taking fold, and what's the role of the state government?
What has happened in Howrah on the street by way of arson looting is to be deplored, and all steps will be taken to ensure that normalcy is established. The state government, the central government, all will act in unison under the Constitution, and we are doing that. Result is there. No one will be allowed to do whatever with anything, any misdeed which the miscreants create. And on that particular occasion, to the context, I can say, if Hanuman set fire to Lanka, that was for dharma. But anyone who resorts to fire through adharma, will be made to swallow their own fire. Otherwise, those who are mandated to douse the fire will douse it. That is what we see in Howrah. No repeat performance will be there.
আপনি বলছেন যে যারা আগুন জ্বালিয়েছে হনুমান আগুন জ্বালিয়েছিল ধর্ম প্রতিষ্ঠার জন্য, কিন্তু যারা অধর্ম প্রতিষ্ঠার জন্য আগুন জ্বালাচ্ছে তাদের they will be taken to the book. You are saying that Hanuman had set fire in Lanka to establish dharma there, but whoever is endorsing, promoting adharma will be brought to books, and that's a strong message. Have you given the strong message to the state government?
Messages are not given in words. Messages are to be reflected in the deeds. That is for anybody to judge.
Mr. Governor, on the other hand, you have been a proud Malayali, and Bengalis and Malayalis have a strong connection. আপনি কেরালার থেকে এসেছেন, মাছ খেতে ভালোবাসেন, মিষ্টি খেতে ভালোবাসেন, মিলটা কোথায়? মানে এই রাজনীতিটা, সেটাও একটা কমন ফ্যাক্টর। ইউ আর ফ্রম কেরালা। পলিটিক্স ইজ a staple food for Malayalis and Bengalis. Mishti or sweets are a staple food for Bengalis and Malayalis. Fish is a staple food for Malayalis and Bengalis. What's the connection that you want to find here?
More than the food, both Malayalis and Bengalis are interested in the food for thought. Lot of ideas, ideologies, lot of thinking, lot of philosophy, lot of vision comes from both the countries, both the states. In fact, what I saw in Bengal is the affinity to culture. Every Bengali is a votary of his culture. And Bengal has a great culture. I would say that if you prick a Bengali with a needle, first culture will lose out, then only blood will come. That is the importance which Bengal gives to culture. That is why Bengal is today and in the past and will be in the future what Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore said, a place where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free. That is the characteristic of Bengal. That is why it was said, what Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. I salute my brothers and sisters in Bengal. It's a great state, great people, and great culture.
What about those who are sitting in roads protesting? They have also been here trying to meet you. যারা রাস্তায় বসে আছে, যারা আন্দোলনকারী, যারা চাকরি প্রার্থী, কাজ হারিয়েছে যারা, তাদেরকে আপনি কি বলবেন? What do you want to say to them?
Protest and dissent show the health of democracy. People should have the freedom to express their feelings, to ventilate their grievances. Democracy permits that. Therefore, protests are welcome because it will lead to some corrective action. But when it comes to playing with one's own life, that is something, human life is very precious. Of course, causes are very important. But when we see that somebody is going to sacrifice his life for a cause, it is up to the silent majority to see that we prevail upon him and see that life is protected. I think what I have seen here is that there is always a solution to any problem. Try to find the right solution. What is required is a transition from confrontation to conciliation, from antipathy to empathy, from passion to compassion. If that is mixed in the right proportion, I think any problem in democracy can be solved. Indian democracy and the people of Bengal, they have the inner strength to face any problem and find an appropriate solution.
Mr. Governor, in the polity of Bengal, the opposition leader and other leaders, specifically from the chief opposition party, in fact Shubhendu Adhikari also, they are repeatedly tweeting saying that you should be very alarmed, you should be very cautious about the whole thing that is being transferred here, because a lot of people are there who may misguide you. শুভেন্দু অধিকারী বলছেন গোটা বাংলাতে অনেক মানুষ আছে, অনেক রাজনীতিবিদ আছে এবং অনেকের সাথে আপনি গোপন বৈঠক করছেন, তারা হয়তো আপনাকে ভুল বোঝাতে পারে, মিসআন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং হতে পারে। What do you want to say on that?
Dialogue will lead to understanding. We should try to find the other man's point of view. Then you will realize that your point of view is to be tempered. I think that balancing act is required. That is required not only in Bengal, everywhere it is required. As Sri Buddha said, the golden mean. That is what I am trying to pursue. and I'm getting a lot of cooperation from all sections of Bengali society.
Do you want to call the Chief Secretary, the Home Secretary, and others regarding any kind of law and order collapse in the state? যদি আপনার প্রয়োজন হয় আবারও আপনি কি মুখ্য সচিব, স্বরাষ্ট্র সচিব ওনাদেরকে ডাকবেন যদি কোনো আইন শৃঙ্খলার অবনতি হয়?
These functionaries are all part of the constitutional system. Whenever a decision is to be taken, these officers who are the implementing officers, they also have to be taken along. That is a process which is going on, and it is going on very smoothly, seamlessly. And I'm happy about the type of working relation which exists here. It will all lead to the welfare of the people, and it will all ensure that good governance is established here. And good governance is something which India's Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, lays emphasis upon. That is what we are trying to implement here through cooperation, constructive cooperation.
Mr. Governor, have you been hard or have you been soft as of now? আপনি কি একদম শক্ত হতে পারেননি নাকি এখনো? আপনি এখনো নরম সরম হয়ে আছেন, এখনো চোখে চোখ রেখে কথা বলতে পারছেন না নাকি?
I'm hardly soft and softly hard.
You're hardly soft and softly hard. It's a wonderful metaphor that you are saying. Sir, another question, and this question is now one of the most popular question in Bengal now. Is there any possibility of 355, 356? Is there any possibility of President's rule if the things are not working properly in the hands of state government? একটা প্রশ্ন, যে প্রশ্নটা গোটা বাংলার মানুষ এই মুহূর্তে কার্যত এটাকে সবচেয়ে জনপ্রিয় প্রশ্ন এবং সবচেয়ে কৌতূহলের প্রশ্নে বদলে ফেলেছে। 355 ধারা, 356 ধারা জারি হবে কিনা, রাষ্ট্রপতি শাসন জারি হবে কিনা, আপনি প্রয়োজনে রাষ্ট্রপতি শাসন জারি করবেন কিনা, গোটা বাংলার মানুষ এটা জানতে চাইছে। প্লিজ স্যার।
Good question. Let it remain as a question.
Well, my last question to you, sir, is most important part of democracy is cooperation. And time and again, opposition leaders have said, the protesters have said, that this state government, they don't understand the meaning of opposition. They are functioning like an autocrat, and you or this Raj Bhavan has always been a custodian, a savior for those who have been tortured, those who have been removed from their home. Will you follow the footsteps of your predecessor? Will you bring the homeless people here? Will you intervene and go to places like Howrah? বারবার আমার শেষ প্রশ্ন এটা আপনাকে, বারবার এটা বলা হয় যে এই রাজ্য সরকার, বর্তমান রাজ্য সরকার বিরোধীদের কণ্ঠ শুনতে পারে না, যারা ডিএ আন্দোলন করছে তাদের কণ্ঠ শুনতে পারে না, যারা চাকরি প্রার্থী তাদের কণ্ঠ শুনতে পারে না, বিরোধী গণতন্ত্র যে বিরোধীদেরও হয় সেটা রাজ্য সরকার বুঝতে পারে না। বারবার এর আগেও আমরা দেখেছি আপনার পূর্বসূরি তিনি রাজভবনে ডেকে পাঠিয়েছিলেন, তাদেরকে আঁকড়ে ধরেছিলেন, সময় সময় চলে গেছিলেন। আপনি কি সেরকম ভাবে কিছু পদাঙ্ক অনুসরণ করবেন আপনার পূর্বসূরি? Will you follow the footsteps and will you be strong on those who are actually making this place a bad place for living?
I can only assure you that whatever is expected of a governor under the Constitution of India will certainly be followed, and I'll try my level best as a humble servant of the people to establish the rule of law and bring benefit to the poor people. Raj Bhavan will be accessible. Raj Bhavan will always be responsive, and our aim, objective is to see that under the provisions of the Constitution, working in constructive cooperation with the government and other stakeholders, we bring benefit to the common man.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Governor, for speaking to Republic Network. অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ মাননীয় রাজ্যপাল রিপাবলিক বাংলার সাথে কথা বলার জন্য। প্রথম আপনার পূর্ণাঙ্গ সাক্ষাৎকার আপনি রিপাবলিক বাংলায় আমাকে দিয়েছিলেন, এবং এখনো হাঁটতে হাঁটতে এই সুন্দর মনোরম পরিস্থিতিতে বৃষ্টি হবে এবং তার পাশাপাশি জনরাজভবনে এই যে ইন্টারভিউটা আপনি দিলেন, গোটা বাংলার মানুষ তাকিয়ে আছে, হাওড়ার মানুষ তাকিয়ে আছে, দিনহাটা থেকে শুরু করে গোটা বাংলার মানুষ এই মুহূর্তে তাকিয়ে আছে। কোনো মেসেজ যেটা আপনি দিতে চান, এনি মেসেজ দ্যাট ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু গিভ টু দ্য পিপল অফ বেঙ্গল অন দিস ট্রাবলিং টাইমস?
I am not going to give any advice, including me, to all my brothers and sisters. My humble advice is talk less, work more.
Thank you so much, Mr. Governor. Thank you so much.